Finally, see, start. This session of Parliament is special in many ways, with the most significant aspect being the 75-year journey of our Constitution as it steps into its 75th year. This is a momentous occasion for democracy. Tomorrow we will collectively begin the celebration of the 75th year of our Constitution in the Constitution Hall. The Constitution framers debated every point in great detail while drafting the Constitution, resulting in this excellent document. A significant pillar of this is our Parliament and its members. It is essential for Parliament to engage in healthy discussions where as many people as possible contribute. Unfortunately, some individuals rejected by the people are continuously attempting to control Parliament through disruptive tactics for their political gains. Their primary goal of halting parliamentary proceedings rarely succeeds, and the people take note of their actions, about often punishing them when the time comes. The most troubling aspect, however, is that such behavior stifles the rights of new MPs, those who bring fresh ideas and energy from all parties. These new members are often denied opportunities to speak in the House. In a democratic tradition, every generation has the responsibility to prepare the next generations. But those who have been repeatedly rejected by the people 80, 90 times neither allow discussions in Parliament nor respect democratic principles or the aspirations of the people. They do not realize their responsibilities towards the people. As a result, they consistently fail to meet public expectations, leading to repeated rejection by the electorate. This House is a testament to democracy. After the 2024 parliamentary elections, the people of the country have had opportunities in their respective states to express their thoughts, views, and expectations. The results of these elections in the states have further strengthened the outcomes of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, broadening the support base and increasing trust in democratic processes. In democracy, it is imperative for us to respect the sentiments of the people and work tirelessly to meet their hopes and expectations. I have repeatedly urged the opposition, and some opposition members act very responsibly. They also desire the smooth functioning of the House. However, those rejected by the people suppress even their colleagues' voices, disrespect their feelings, and undermine the spirit of democracy. I hope our new members from all parties get opportunities. They bring fresh ideas and innovative visions to advance Bharat. Today, the world looks at Bharat with great hope. As members of parliament, we must use our time to further enhance Bharat's global respect and attraction. Opportunities like One Bharat has today are rare on the world stage. The message from Bharat's parliament should reflect the voters' dedication to democracy, their commitment to the constitution, and their trust in parliamentary practices. We, as their representatives, must live up to these sentiments. It is time to reflect on the time we have lost so far and resolve to compensate by thoroughly debating various issues in the House. Further generations will read and draw inspiration from these discussions. I hope this session will be highly productive, enhance the prestige of the Constitution's 75th year, strengthen Bharat's global stature, provide opportunities to new MPs, and welcome new ideas. With this spirit, I once again invite and welcome all esteemed members of Parliament to approach this session with enthusiasm and vigor. Thank you all very much. Stop.